Chapter 31 Skill Upgrade. Absorb the pet's crystal core. Understand the power of the bear. You are listening at novelfull.audio. You think these little seals are no match for you, so pat your tail to show that you all come together. Don't bully the leopard. The little seals are angry and attack you. In the simulated perspective, Nini yelled, 30 years in the east, 30 years in the west, don't bully the poor little leopard. Seal language, automatically translated. Then he rushed towards Baobao. Baobao swept his tail, directly, he patted him into the ground, he didn't even use any skills. Liuliu was very fast, he actually wanted to take advantage of the moment when no one was paying attention, he attacked from behind. You are the traitor, right? That I noticed. Liuliu, thinking of the last simulation, Yiyinshuan gnashed his teeth in hatred. Baobao slapped Liuliu in a row, the kind of slapping with the tail. The strong dragon tail swung fiercely, Liuliu's leopard head turned into a pig head, several teeth were knocked out. As for Wan, she saw Baobao's strength, a little bit of anger disappeared, her eyes turned into hearts. Baobao, who is incredibly powerful, he is her dream leopard. Although it's a bit exaggerated to say that he fell in love with her, but she was definitely moved. A group of little seals are no match for you. With your superior strength, you have convinced all the little seals. The seal mother is proud of you. The prestige of the tribe has been significantly improved. Chief Dada is very satisfied with your performance, and at the same time he was surprised that you had learned his unique skill, the chain slap, without any teacher. The chieftain Dada said that he had nothing to teach you. But he had just seen you use the chain slap with your tail and had a little insight. He worked hard for a month and finally laughed out loud on this day, saying that he had figured it out. The chieftain Dada taught you the improved chain slap. Your chain slap proficiency level has been raised to familiar. Your chain slap has been upgraded to chain 10 slaps. This is the result of the improvement made by the chieftain Dada based on the characteristics of the chain slap and your tail. The original chain slap was just a continuous blow, lacking rules. The improved chain 10 slaps, with 10 as a cycle, one slap is better than the other, and the rhythm and power are stronger. 10 consecutive slaps. Good guy, you should learn from Brother Xiao Feng, carrying a speaker. You performed amazingly at the coming-of-age ceremony and won the favor of the seals of the opposite sex. Faced with so many suitors, whose kindness do you decide to accept? Wan, Mimi, Xiang, Yiyinshuan did not hesitate. I have been a scumbag once, this time, let's make up for it. You accepted Wan's kindness. You often play together and bask in the sun together. Wan often brings you food. Your feelings are getting deeper and deeper. You decide, confess directly, prepare a gift, do nothing, in order to make up for the debt in the previous life, you decide to prepare a gift for Wan and confess your love. What do you plan to use as a gift? Crystal stone, Scar's head, some food, explanation. Wan once mentioned that Scar was a white bear with a scar on his head, who had attacked and killed Wan's parents. The white bear tribe, the last simulated extinction crisis, Yiyinshuan has not forgotten it. Lei Ting, the leader of the white bear tribe, is a second evolved, third form thunder bear, silver level strength. Even the current Baobao is not good enough in front of him, but this Scar, it's just a white bear, and its strength is still in the black iron range, can be killed. You decide to find Scar and avenge Wan. You learn that Scar is an excellent warrior of the white bear tribe. If you can kill him in advance, the overall strength of the white bear tribe will be weakened. Then the seal tribe will have more opportunities to resist the invasion. You have thought it through. If you really can't kill him, you can also escape with your strength. After searching hard, you finally found Scar in a wild place. He had just finished hunting and eating, and was resting under an old tree. Next to him was a bloody corpse of an elk. What tactics do you plan to adopt? Front-on attack, ambush from behind, is that even a question? If possible, Yiyinshuan even wanted to set a trap. To deal with the enemy, you can be as insidious as possible. As cruel as possible. You decided to attack from behind. Please choose your skill combination. Looking at the skill panel in front of him, Yi Yinchuan quickly completed the combination. You used the skill combination, tail dance plus iron tail plus tail afterimage plus whip plus continuous 10 slaps. In the simulated perspective, Baobao danced his tail in a special rhythm. It looked like some kind of sacrificial dance, its power and speed increased. Iron tail. A metallic luster flashed on the tail, and its strength increased, afterimage of the tail. When the tail moves, it will generate a special energy, forming an afterimage. This prevents the enemy from seeing the attack route clearly. Hard to defend. 3 bonus skills. This wave, directly fill up the buff stack. Hug and accelerate sprint. Because of Rui Tai's talent, this tail minimizes resistance when sprinting, and at the moment of launching the attack, the original shape appears in an instant. It's like a wild beast showing its fangs when it attacks. See you in the picture. One-hit kill. Boom. This move whips incredibly fast. The afterimage is like a knife. Hit the big white bear Scar hard on the head. Bang. Scar's whole body was knocked forward. Hard. His head was beaten into the soil. The top of the head, it was even more dented. Roar. Scar, the big white bear, stood up, roaring in anger, but he could no longer stand even in the battle. A series of 10 slaps. Hug out the tail. Every stroke is like a line. He pulled Scar's head hard, left and right, 10 times in total. It's getting faster and faster, and the hits are getting harder and harder. One last slap. There was a click. The big white bear Scar's head was almost twisted. His mouth was bleeding and his eyes were white, falling to the ground with a crash. The black iron level great white bear, a face-to-face meeting. There wasn't even a chance to fight back. Instant kill. An outstanding warrior of the white bear clan. That's it. At the same time, Yi Yinchuan also felt slightly suffocated. Is this the power of combo skills? 1 + 1 is greater than 2, this 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, then you can't directly call 10086. 666 Ah. This set of combos works smoothly. It's very comfortable just looking at it, not to mention killing enemies instantly with one set. You launch a sneak attack on Scar, the big white bear, and successfully kill him. When you checked the body, you found a water attribute crystal core. How do you plan to deal with it? Direct absorption. Give it to Ruan. An unexpected gain. Yi Yinchuan didn't hesitate much. I chose absorption directly. Giving it to Ruan may bring unexpected rewards, but directly absorbing it will definitely improve your strength. Although this time the simulation went smoothly, but Yi Yinchuan has always been thinking about the leader of the White Bear clan, the third form of Thunder Bear. If you can't defeat him, this simulation is not considered a success. You absorbed the crystal core of Scar, the great white bear, and gained a lot of energy. This energy actually contains the remaining will of the pet beast. Fortunately, the big white bear Scar's will is not strong enough, and you can easily resolve it. And from this will, you realized your talent, the power of the bear. New talent. Bear power. Yi Yinchuan's heart moved. I am a European emperor. Pet beast crystals and crystal cores, the biggest difference, it is the latter that can only be gestated in the body of a pet animal, and there is a chance that the pet's will remain, absorb the energy in it. If you are lucky, there is a very small chance, awakening or realization, relevant talents and skills. Chapter 32 Simulation. Choice of evolutionary route. Offense and defense. Scale beast killer. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Certainly, pet beast crystal nuclei also have side effects. If the pet beast remaining inside is too strong-willed, instead, it will harm the pet beast. Serious, it will cause the pet animal to become depressed and violent, and its personality will change drastically. Even self-harm and suicide, risks and benefits coexist, but it does not affect the value of the pet beast crystal core at all. The pet beast crystal core means killing the pet beast, and not all pet beasts will generate crystal nuclei. Not all crystal nuclei will retain their will. Rare, high value. It is also a dangerous product. A large amount of energy allows you to upgrade your level to Black Iron level 4. You cut off Scar's head from the big white bear and come to the soft lair. Ruan screamed first, and then saw clearly that the head she was holding in her hand was the scar that killed her parents. She was stunned and moved to tears. Wan throws herself into your arms, her affection for you has greatly increased. Wan admires you. Wan took out the crystal stone she treasured. It was a relic left to her by her parents, and now she wants to give it to you. Something magical happened. The crystal stone held in Ruan's hand suddenly bloomed with pink brilliance, as if there was an energy injected into it. It turns out that this is Ruru's hidden talent, dedication of love. When a leopard she admires enough appears, her talent will be activated, giving the other person the power of love. The crystal stone has changed. Became the crystal stone of love. It was originally blue, but now it has a pink glow, which is very beautiful. Analog perspective, Yi Yinchuan also saw the crystal stone, brilliant gems, very stunning. What do you plan to do with the crystal stone of love? Eat. Save. Very nice though, but good looks cannot be eaten as food. It seems to be edible too. You have eaten the crystal stone of love. The energy of the crystal stone itself, plus the power of soft love, will cause some changes in your body. Ruan said that's great, so that the proof of your love becomes a part of your body. Unless you die, you will exist forever. Acquire special talent, dedicated love. When Ruan is present, hugs will be improved in all aspects. When Squishy dies, hug will be permanently doubled. Because of the powerful energy of the love crystal stone, your level has been upgraded to black iron level 6. This, Yi Yinchuan was silent. What's going on with this strong FG smell? Is this a simulation? Are you going to kill your sister again to preach? In another 5 years, you will be 8 years old. You and Ruan have held a seal wedding and have become a sweet couple. On the day of the wedding, Seal's mother was very happy and said that her child was so successful and this life was worth it. He turned around secretly and wiped a few tears. The soft charm of the seal will make you ecstasy and melt your bones. I don't know why, but not only are you not weak, but you have become stronger than before. There is great harmony between you. Yi Yinchuan. Just now, he kind of watched a VR leopard movie. The viewing time is 5 years. 5 whole years. Do you know how I got here in the past 5 years? Alright, perhaps it's the beast control simulation's protection for oneself. Otherwise, if you imitate too much, your mind will become abnormal. That aspect of analog memory, it's rather vague. It's like a thick mosaic. Certainly, you have to say it has no impact at all. That is impossible. I'm not clean anymore. My young mind was actually destroyed by seals. How are you going to face hugging me in the future, you bastard? In 5 years, your level has been upgraded to black iron level 8. Seeing that all the friends in the village are starting to evolve, you will also start to work on the next step of evolution. The amazing thing is that you actually have a very complete method of tail seal evolution in your mind. What direction do you want to evolve in? Poisonous scorpion seal. Water blade seal. Twin-tailed seal. Scale-tailed seal. Heavy hammer seal. A total of 5 evolution plans. Yi Yinchuan's difficulty in choosing has returned. Every evolution feels very powerful, and they are all hidden evolutionary routes. It's just a simulation though, but he had to let Yi Yinchuan think, in reality, embrace the direction of evolution, soon. Yi Yinchuan made a decision. The initial pet beast is very important, another natal pet, so, some people will choose pets with strong survivability, or even simply, likely zimming in the class, choose one with strong survivability. It's go. This idea seems to be something I can learn from, so, scale-tailed seal, hammer seal, it's an option worth considering. Among them, the scale-tail is more balanced, the hammer is more cumbersome. 2 kinds of evolution, they represent scale beasts and armored beasts respectively. It should be said that it is more in line with Baobao's current skill system, apparently a scaly-tailed seal. Such an analysis. Yi Yinchuan already had the answer in his heart. The scorpion seal himself likes it very much, but there is no poison control like Hu Huanjing. It's easy to get tied up, especially in school. Waterblade seals are also good. Hug also has the ability to store water. There is output, but the defense is almost meaningless, and it is easily restrained by ice and plant types. A 2-tailed seal, the evolutionary method is somewhat masochistic, don't really like it. You plan to evolve in the direction of a scale-tailed seal. According to the evolution method in your mind, you need a lot of silver-scaled fish scales as food. Absorb 2 more scale beast crystal cores of black iron quality or above. You start hunting silver-scaled fish. As a black iron level pet, the silver-scaled fish has excellent defense and lives in the depths of the lake. With your coldness and water affinity, you can easily catch the silver-scaled fish. A condition for evolution is met. Next, you need to hunt scale beasts above the black iron level. Your goal is, silver scale fish. Pangolin. Spiny scale pig. Look at the 3 options in front of you. Yi Yinchuan chose one at random. You chose pangolin as your hunting target. Although you are very strong, you can only barely penetrate the pangolin's defense. Every time you fight, you will be exhausted. 1 year has passed. You hunted 399 pangolins. Successfully harvested 2 pet beast crystal cores. 1 is black iron grade and 1 is bronze grade. Get the achievement Pangolin Killer. Good guy, an average of 1 kill per day. Yi Yinchuan even doubted whether he had wiped out an ethnic group. The shipment probability of crystal core is about 200:1. It doesn't look very low, but be aware, bronze level pet beasts must be shipped with bronze level crystal cores, but this is not necessarily the case for black iron level, that is, the pet beast has grown. But the crystal nuclei in the body may not necessarily grow along with it. This means, the more advanced the pet beast crystal core is, the more precious it is, the kind that grows exponentially. You absorbed 2 crystal nuclei and gained a lot of energy. But there is still 1 black iron grade crystal core needed for evolution. Your goal is, silver scale fish. Pangolin. Spiny scale pig. Yi Yinchuan pondered, both pangolins and silver-scaled fish have been killed. The spiny-scaled pig is not a relative of my family, is it? How can we treat them differently? Come on, little piggy. Spiny scale pig, don't come over. You start hunting the scaly pig. The spiny-scaled pig is more difficult to deal with than the pangolin. It has barb-like scales that will hurt itself when the enemy attacks. Fortunately, you have skills like Steel Tail, which can block the damage from the thorn scales. Although spiny-scaled pigs have the means to injure enemies, the structure of their spiny scales is obviously more unstable than that of pangolins. So you are more efficient at hunting spiny scale pigs. Spiny scale pig, hey, I really want to tie Q. You are lucky. When you killed the 35th spiny-scaled pig, you got a black iron level pet beast crystal core. Because you killed 3 nearby scale beasts, totaling more than 1,000, you unlocked the achievement Scale Beast Killer. The achievement Pangolin Killer has been automatically merged. You absorbed the crystal core of the pet beast and gained a lot of energy. Because you have eaten a large amount of silver scale fish scales and absorbed 2 black iron level scale beast crystal nuclei, your body has begun to change. Some tiny scales begin to grow from various parts of your body. And gradually gather and grow toward the tail. You feel groggy, like you need a good night's sleep. You sleep from summer to winter, only occasionally going out to forage for the scales of silver-scaled fish. The weather is getting colder, so you go into hibernation. In a daze, you can feel the changes in your body. The scales on the body are getting more and more dense, and they are getting harder day by day. The closer the scales are to the tail, the denser and harder they become. As your spouse, Ruan is very satisfied with your changes. Yi Yinchuan. I always feel like something's wrong, you bastard. Is this simulation of yours really serious? On this day, you know that your transformation has ended. You have been reborn and evolved into a seal. You who have just completed your evolution are still half asleep. You vaguely heard it was very noisy outside. You decide, too lazy to answer, so sleep a little longer. Check the situation. Seeing this, Yi Yinchuan raised his eyebrows. If I remember correctly, note here, it should be Liuliu. Take a group of friends and look for something nearby. No. We have to see what this mole is up to. Chapter 33 Simulation. Dealing with the traitor Liuliu. The invasion of the White Bear Tribe. The SE. You are listening at novelfull.audio. You decide to check the situation. You walk out of the nest. After evolving into a scaletail seal, your level has been raised to Silver Level 1. Your powerful strength gives you an invisible pressure. Just by appearing there, Liuliu and other seals were frightened and dared not say a word. In the simulated perspective, the seals led by Liuliu trembled and dared not breathe. Baobao, are you still Baobao? That they have never seen a scaletail seal in this form, they are a little unfamiliar. After you ask, the frightened seals tell you everything that happened. It turns out that a winged mouse that Liuliu carefully raised sneaked near your home. This winged mouse is the key to Liuliu's evolution into a gust of wind seal. Liuliu asks you to help him catch this winged mouse. With the memory of the past life, you know that Liuliu may become a traitor, so you decide, beat him up and use him, help him catch the wind rat and use him, let go of the past grudges and try to trust and persuade him. Yi Yinchuan looked at the three options, he fell into deep thought. Could it be that in the previous life, he drove Liuliu away because of himself, he lost the wind rat, that led to his betrayal? If so, you beat Liuliu in front of all the seals without saying a word, and then threw him out like a dead dog. Warn him not to get close to your nest again. After that, you will strengthen your surveillance of Liuliu, use his betrayal, and plot against the White Bear clan. Help him catch the wind rat. Help him for nothing. Persuade and believe. Brain disease. This kid is not doing anything else, he is a traitor. What's the difference between him and the traitor who led the devil into the village? I didn't kill him on the spot, I kept him for a long time. Liuliu, he sounds cunning and rebellious. I like Nini much better than him. I heard that you evolved into a scaletail seal, and Shuai was the first to come to you. He was so excited to admire your evolved appearance that tears were about to fall. Finally, someone can carry forward our branch of the tail seal. Shuai asked you for the method of evolution. What do you plan to do? Tell him the method of evolution of the scaletail seal. Tell him the method of evolution of other branches. Don't tell him. Looking at Shuai's expectant look, Yi Yinchuan was a little emotional. In the previous two simulations, he begged Shuai, now it's completely reversed. You decided to tell Shuai the method of evolution of other branches. In order to fight against the invasion of the White Bear tribe, you must find a way to improve the overall strength of the seal tribe. Shuai was very shocked to hear that you have other evolutionary branches. Finally, you told him about the evolutionary branch of the scorpion tail seal. And hope that he can sneak attack you in the battle with Lei Ting, the leader of the White Bear tribe. Yi Yinchuan chose to let Shuang evolve into a scorpion tail seal. On the one hand, he wanted to trick Lei Ting, the leader of the White Bear tribe. Lei Ting, you old six. On the other hand, it can be regarded as satisfying one's own regret. After all, the evolutionary direction of the scorpion tail seal, it is very mean and insidious. I like it too. You know that the poisonous sting of the big cuttlefish is very helpful for the evolution of Shuang. You came to the hunting point of the big shrimp, and indeed met the big cuttlefish in your previous life memory. The big cuttlefish now is already the 8th level of black iron. The poisonous sting of the big cuttlefish can't penetrate your scales at all, and you easily took it down. With your help, Shuai uses the poisonous sting of the giant cuttlefish to start the evolution of the scorpion tail seal. After defeating the giant cuttlefish, another 5 years have passed. You are 13 years old, and your remaining lifespan is 82 years. Yi Yinchuan. The scaletail seal after the second evolution, the lifespan is already long among humans. Then, it's hard to say who will send who away first. Damn it, what's the matter with this inexplicable sense of crisis? With your help, Shuai has evolved into a scorpion tail seal. Because your evolution method is too perfect. The tail seals in the tribe have also evolved one after another. They all became your diehard fans. Even Nye, who originally wanted to evolve into a tooth seal and then into an emperor tooth seal. Because of his admiration for your strength, he evolved into a tail seal and evolved into a heavy hammer seal for the second time. Your prestige in the seal tribe is unparalleled. Not long ago, Ruan also evolved from a charm seal to a beauty seal. Good guy, looking at the development in the past 5 years, Yi Yinchuan can only wow. The love rival Nian Ye in the first 2 simulations has directly become one of his diehard fans, although he bullied him, but he was miserable enough in the second simulation. Considering the seal tribe's invasion at the end, this guy sacrificed his life and shed his blood, consider him innocent. And Ruan's evolution has also become a beauty seal, instead of the tearful beauty seal in the last simulation. In this life, I won't let you cry. You secretly observed Liuliu and found that his strength has improved rapidly recently, and he often goes out hunting alone. You knew the time was right, so you followed him secretly and saw him meeting with the white bears. Perhaps it was because of your evolution that caused a chain reaction. Liuliu, who was supposed to evolve again when the white bears invaded, has also evolved into a gusty seal. Recently, your tribe has been attacked by white bears more and more often. You suspect that these are related to Liuliu. You decide, reveal in advance, be patient. Yi Yinchuan raised his eyebrows. Of course he had to be patient. He kept Liuliu until now just to trick the white bears. Faced with the invasion of the white bears, the chieftain Dada chose a migration strategy. Because your reputation and strength have crushed other tribesmen, the next chieftain fell on your head with almost no resistance. Not long after you became the chieftain, the attack of the white bears came. A total of 20 black iron strength white bears attacked the tribe while you were out hunting. Kill the leopards as soon as you see them, tear them alive, and use extremely cruel methods. But the white bear tribe did not expect that the overall strength of the seal tribe has greatly improved. The white bear tribe is the natural enemy of your seal tribe, but even so, Nian Ye and Shuang, a group of silver strength seals, can make up for being restrained and lacking in numbers. As a heavy hammer seal, Nian Ye is alone against 10,000 men. Shuang tail seal Shuang secretly attacked, and the white bear poisoned by it had no choice but to wait for death. They dragged you back. You went on a killing spree. 20 white bears were killed without a single one left. Just 2 simple lines of words, but revealing, killing in blood. In the simulated perspective, when Baobao came back, just saw the old patriarch Dada fighting desperately with the white bear, protecting the little seals behind him. Yi Yinchuan was moved. In the last simulation, the old chieftain was seriously injured in the attack of the white bear and died soon. This time, I hug the king's return. The tragedy will not happen again. Hug a steel tail plus whip. The white bear died on the spot. The kind with a split head, the excited and relieved eyes of the Dada chieftain, the worship and yearning of the little seals for the hero's appearance, and the hearty joy of destroying the enemy. All made Yi Yinchuan's blood boil. You know this is just a test by the white bear tribe. You decide, lead the seal tribe and kill them directly. Migrate the tribe and avoid fighting. Pretend to migrate and use the inner ghost to pass false information. Pretend to attack and use the inner ghost to pass false information. Looking at the 4 options, Yi Yinchuan took a deep breath. The moment of a decisive battle with the white bear tribe, it's finally here. Chapter 34. The third beast control simulation ends. Thunder Fist vs Steel Tail. Clear prehistory. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Last simulation, there is no way to move the whole family. He was also tricked by his inner ghost. This time, with strength, you can also use the mole in turn. White Bear Clan. Tremble. Yi Yinchuan made a choice. You were very angry and announced in front of the tribe that you would attack the white bear tribe at night. Let the tribesmen prepare as soon as possible. You seem to be busy, but in fact you have been monitored by Dadai. As expected, he sneaked out to deliver information to the white bear clan. Hateful. If the white bear clan knows when you will attack and prepare an ambush and preparations in advance, you will definitely suffer heavy casualties. While Yo-Yo leaks the news, you summon all the seal cronies and hold an emergency meeting. In simulation perspective, the leader of Dada, the scorpion tail seal shakes, the hammer seal pinches, and the beauty seal goes soft. including the seal mother. All the seals were angry and in disbelief. At the same time, his face was solemn. Hug and speak, it's authentic seal language. Don't be afraid, we have already grasped the fact that Yo-Yo is the traitor. It is the White Bear clan who should be unable to sleep this night. Briefly explain the tactics. The expressions of all the seals improved. He even showed excitement. One showed even more admiration. So to say, everything is under the control of Hug Hui. If the plan goes well, it really makes a leopard laugh. As soon as Liuliu came back, he was directly held down by you. He didn't understand what was going on and was defending himself. Shut up. You traitor. Do you think no one really knows about your collusion with the White Bear clan? You give me a slap in the face and scold you. Liuliu's face is ashen, knowing that the situation is over. You cannot be the opponent of the White Bear clan. They are the natural enemies of the Seal clan. You don't understand me, you should listen to me. Cooperating and coexisting with them is the smartest choice and the one with the least bloodshed. Liuliu screams at the top of his lungs. Oh shit. Dog traitor. Yi Yinchuan couldn't help but cursed, fuck this brain circuit, it is a perfect portrayal of a traitor. Damn you. How do you plan to deal with Liuliu? Beat directly to death. Leave it to the tribesmen for processing. Kill the leopard and kill the heart. Destroy the White Bear clan first, and then punish the evildoers. Kill the leopard and kill the heart. Last option, win my heart. You decided to kill leopard and punish Xian, and ordered the clansmen to control Yo-Yo and break all 4 of his legs at the same time. Aren't you a fast runner? Don't you like to tip off people? It will destroy you directly. Let's see what you can do. One night passed. The sky has just become a little brighter. You decide, attack immediately. Send spies to check the situation of the White Bear clan. Yi Yinchuan is confident. Attack directly. Fuck the bear. You choose to attack directly and lead the Seal army to counterattack the White Bear clan. Other surrounding creatures and groups were shocked when they saw the mighty Seal army. When they learned that the Seal clan was going to attack the White Bear clan, they were even more surprised and shocked, feeling very crazy. When did prey dare to kill natural enemies? You lead the Seals to the White Bear clan's territory. I saw a group of White Bear warriors who had been guarding the place all night. Some are even so sleepy that they are taking a nap. Liuliu's false information allowed the White Bear clan to concentrate a lot of strength to prepare for sneak attacks at night. But I didn't expect that you would attack with the whole army at dawn, when they are most sleepy. Kill. In a simulated scenario, Hug roared, leading the Seal army to kill the White Bear clan. Volunteers take the lead, with the new skill steel hardening obtained after evolving the scale-tailed seal, plus a rear-end collision. Hug directly fights his way through the great White Bear. The bear's claws hit the hardened scales. Not only did it leave no trace, he was beaten so hard that his claws were almost pulled out of his flesh. It was a bloody mess, very scary, and a Hug to end the great White Bear that was caught. Either a broken arm or a broken foot. If hit in the head, it even broke his neck directly, bleeding from the 7 orifices, killed on the spot. No, it's a bear. Those big white bears were frightened by Hug kill. Originally, he was very weak after staying overnight. At this moment, his limbs were even weaker and trembling, and hugging cronies seals, hammer seal, pinch. The defense power of a hard shell is also frighteningly high. There's nothing the big white bear can do about it. The heavy hammer on the tail looks like a cannonball. One shot, even the big white bear would be knocked upside down, vomiting blood. Some were hit on the head is sunken into the neck. The scorpion-tailed seal flicked, wandering in the battlefield, injecting poison into bears everywhere, and there is a big white bear who wants to stop it. They are all intimidated by its tail with poisonous needles. Don't dare to approach easily. Beauty seal is soft, a dance of encouragement. Let the morale of all tribesmen including Hugs be boosted. At the same time, all attributes have been improved, especially the male seals, who immediately rose up, very powerful. You led a group of seals to kill the White Bear tribe by surprise and were completely defeated. The leader of the White Bear clan, Thunder, appears. This is a silver level 1, a powerful creature after its second evolution. Thunder Bear. Thunder noticed you. Thunder is extremely angry and runs towards you. Thunder used high-speed movement. Thunder used thunder gloves. Thunder used thunder roar. Thunder used angry slap. In simulation perspective, the leader of the great white bear came thundering. It is the third form, much taller than other great white bears. Its fur is a mixture of blue and white, the whole body is wrapped with terrible thunder and lightning, move at high speed. The speed of thunder rushed from the horizon to the eyes in the blink of an eye, strong limbs landing every time, the whole earth trembled, it roared and roared. The lightning turned out to be like sound waves, in other words, sound. Waves are used as carriers, center it, expanding wildly outwards and sweeping across. This is the roar of thunder. Dan Fan was struck by the roar of thunder. Those seals were all electrocuted and had difficulty moving. It was counterattacked by the big white bear, and Lei Lei even uses the skill of thunder gloves, dense thunder and lightning wrapped around its palms. It looks like a pair of boxing gloves. There was a roar of thunder. The lightning was dazzling and very scary, while running towards Yi Yinchuan, thunder punched the seal along the way. A seal hit by it, the body that was hit exploded directly, burnt and black. One seal even had its head blown off. Just a few breaths away, thunder seemed to dominate the battlefield and turn the tide. The seal clan's morale is high, they all seem to be suppressed forcefully. The next moment, thunder has already reached Hua Hui, skill's angry slap. Strength increases based on anger. The bear's paw blasted out, with gusts of wind. Pressure, thunder and lightning, a visible burst of energy, such a terrifying blow, just facing Hug's face, come and kill. All the seals held their breath. Hug the leader. You must resist. Facing the terrorist attack of thunder, you decide, attack with all your strength, head on. Defend with all your strength, only when you are alive can you have output. At this juncture, Yi Yinchuan let out a long breath. Want to fight? Let's have a good fight. You choose to attack with all your strength. I vow to go head-to-head with thunder. Please choose your tactics and skill combination. Yi Yinchuan was calm and collected. Match skills on the board. This wave, I'm afraid it will determine the outcome of this simulation. Don't be careless. First, after evolving into a scale-tailed seal, got a total, 2 new skills, all have defensive functions. One is hardening, one is called activated scales. Hardening, it can increase the hardness of scales in a short period of time, thereby improving defense. Harden and steel tail, directly integrated into the skill. Steel hardening, can harden any part of the body, especially scales. Activate scales. It can make the scales all over the body alive and actively control the position of the scales to concentrate or disperse them. Think carefully. Yi Yinchuan gave his own skill combination. Compare the system, compare the skill combination. My hugs are full of talents and skills. How to lose. You used tail dance plus scale activation plus steel hardening plus tail afterimage plus whip plus 10 slaps in a series. Take it. Hug me, squeeze me with all your strength. In simulation perspective, the cuddly tail dances, although the time is very short, but the effect of the dance of the tail also increased some strength and speed. This is followed by scale activation. The scales all over the body seem to come alive, concentrate quickly to the tail. The originally dense scales on the tail have become even more dense, and not even a needle can be inserted into it. Then the steel hardens. Metallic luster flashed across the entire dragon tail, hard, cold, and powerful. Have to say, after having scales, Hug's tail looks more like a dragon's tail. After the steel hardens, it's the afterimage of the tail, trembling slightly. The afterimage moved. The true trajectory of hugging the tail. Enemies with insufficient dynamic vision cannot be caught at all. Whoosh. Whip. The hug abandoned the defense of other parts of the body. Concentrate all the scales on the tail. As soon as it was raised, it accumulated a lot of energy. Pull out hard, strike towards the thunder. This moment, thunder fist versus steel tail. Bang. Lightning bursts. Hurt and pain travel down the tail. The burning and pain of lightning strikes. There is also a huge shock. The hug was immediately lifted up, and this whip, it also hit Lei Lei and caused him to fall. The entire arm seemed to be broken off on the spot. Take a closer look. Half of the bear's claws were chopped off, bloody and bloody. Even the bones are exposed. Roar. Thunder roared angrily. He never expected it. Hugs can be so destructive. under the protection of thundering fists, it's still a bare paw. It's not over yet. I saw the hug being thrown away at the same time. Huge damage was done, every part of his body was struck by electricity, the bones and muscles in the body seemed to be breaking apart, following its huge anger. Talent, Tail of Dragon Fury. The more injuries you bear, the higher your anger and the stronger your destructive power. Just slap it with your anger, right? Taste the tail of my dragon's rage. See who is angrier. In the skill combination Yi Yinchuan chose, Final Blow, a series of 10 slaps finally came out. I saw the Rui tail talent activated, the hugging tail changed into a broad-tailed form, the effects of those skills are still there, plus Dragon's Tail of Fury, all buffs are stretched to their limits. Snapped. Bang bang. Bang bang bang. Crack, crackle. In the blink of an eye, hug the tail, hold the thunder in midair. One step faster than the other. One is more powerful than the other. One final touch, the direct shot made the thunder spin, his head was distorted, all the lightning on his body is extinguished. Thunder, down. If your moves collide, you will both suffer losses. But under your fierce combo, Thunder fell one step ahead of you. Just when you thought you had won, the Thunder started fighting again. He raised his elbows and hit you hard. Null. The seal stands in front of you, its hard shell blocks Thunder's elbow, and a heavy hammer smashes the opponent to pieces. The seal waited for an opportunity to prick Thunder with the poisonous needle on its tail, and the poison was successfully injected. The seal comes to you softly and uses the skill Beauty Heal to restore your injuries. The cronies you cultivated each showed their magical powers and helped you ensure victory. It turns out that Thunder just activated his talent and counterattacked on the verge of death. Your one blow is enough to defeat it, but relying on this talent, it also wants to die with you. But it's a pity. You have powerful helpers. And Thunder's henchman Scar was killed by you a few years ago. Roar. Lei exhausted his last life and fell to the ground unwillingly. With the collapse, there is also the will of the white bears to fight, and a certain seal ghost, the last hope. How are you going to deal with the mole? Kill with your own hands. Throw it to the white bear clan, leave it to the tribesmen. You just threw Yo-Yo to the white bear clan and said you should deal with it as you wish. The white bear clan has long hated this guy who delivered false information, and swarmed him and ate him alive. Liuliu died tragically in front of all the seal clan members. No seal felt sad for it, some were only happy. In simulation perspective, Liuliu was full of despair and screamed miserably, "This is killing the leopard and killing the heart." Destroy all his hopes, then impose the most painful death penalty. This is the fate that a traitor deserves. Happy. How do you plan to deal with the white bear clan? Direct extinction, release the white bears who have no fighting ability, and destroy all others. Enslave the white bear clan and strictly control them so that they will never stand up again. Yi Yinchuan paused, just choose. Extinction is not impossible, but compared with slavery, it seems to be of little benefit. As for, Yi Yinchuan chuckled, "Nah, my family, its heart must be different. To be kind to your enemies is to be cruel to yourself. Let these white bears go today, who knows in the future, will more Thunder invade their seal clan. To play the game of the weak and the strong, not the Holy Mother. You choose to enslave the white bear clan." Although he felt extremely humiliated towards the white bear clan, he at least saved his life. Some of the white bears who were stubbornly resisting were directly driven to death by you. You carry out labor reform and ideological education for the remaining white bear tribe. The white bear tribe has become your labor force for hunting, nesting, and even guarding. Some are also used as mounts. When generations of white bears are born, they will become slaves of the seals. Cool. Look at the simulated scenario, those white bears who have low eyebrows and are willing to work hard without complaining, and the seal people who are smiling more and more as the days go by. The leopard really smiled. Yi Yinchuan felt extremely satisfied. After all, he was simulating a seal clan. It's obvious which side to substitute, right? At least the seal tribe didn't kill the white bear tribe, so Yi Yinchuan didn't feel any guilt at all, pure cool. After this incident, the seal tribe began to prosper like never before. And you are known as the greatest leader of the seal clan, the greatest hero, and a living legend. Mother Seal witnessed your glory and died a few years later. She left with a smile. The last words before leaving are, "Hug, I'm proud of you. One gave birth to several litters of baby seals for you, you have many children and grandchildren. The nanny is actually me." Experiencing the scene in the simulation, Yi Yinchuan didn't know whether to laugh or cry. A litter of baby seals is really too cute, super healing, isn't it? There is even a baby seal in it, perfectly inherited Baobao's genes, ahem, not a tail seal or a scale-tail seal, but a mean gene. For a moment, Yi Yinchuan couldn't tell if he was a father or a grandfather, because, to be honest, I am Baobao's father. It's a mess, the generations are messed up. Baobao, Omega. Your leopard life is perfect, and the seal family will prosper for a long time, successfully gaining a foothold in the prehistoric era. Unfortunately, you have never been able to find a way to evolve the scale-tail seal in your entire life. Perhaps, the so-called method should not exist in this era. Rewards are being calculated. Ending. Hug, I'm proud of you. Seeing the last prompt, Yi Yinchuan's heart skipped a beat. Good guy, you're telling me, right? It seems, if you want to get the subsequent evolution method of the scale-tail seal, you can only choose other eras for simulation. You can say, this prehistoric era, finally cleared. Unlocked achievements, Scaled Beast Killer Dedicated but Complete Love Seal Hero. First unlock corresponding rewards, Talent, Primary Shock Item, Crystal Stone of Love Seal Blood Purification. Reward 1, unlock the Talent Cold Affinity. Reward 2, Little Seal Evolution Tree, 3rd form. Reward 3, unlock the Talent Bear Power /. Chapter 35 Confirm the reward. Charm Seal Pet Egg. Crystal Stone of Love. Baby Seal Evolution Tree. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Shen. Su Xiao, wearing pink bunny pajamas, murmured in her sleep. Only then did Yi Yinchuan realize that Hug had become much more stable after evolving into a tail seal. Then you must crush your sister. Thinking of this, Yi Yinchuan's face darkened. Hug, seal language, translated below, hug you, kid, and get out of here quickly. If your little legs are numb due to pressure, I will send you to an egg removal expert for sterilization. They will also put the removed eggs in front of you and feed you to eat. Hug, how about sending a telegram so early in the morning? _3. _sigma, degree winky face no, Lord Silver. He stood up with a hug and rolled to Yi Yinchuan's feet. Yi Yinchuan raised his foot and said, put the little quilt over me. Hug, yes, Lord Omega. He hugged her with thick eyebrows and big eyes, stood up on his legs, like a loyal old servant, covering the little quilt. That's true. Yi Yinchuan touched a certain seal's round head. Elbow, come into the house with me. I'll reward you with a wave. After 10 minutes of hugging, she was drooling and lying there with a happy face on her face. Touch it. Hug me, my life is complete. The memory of this simulation made Hug feel unprecedented happiness, the kind of ecstasy. Speaking of rewards, they are real rewards. This master is capable of silver. Just wake up. Just treat it like a dream. Yi Yinchuan beat and hugged him to prevent this guy from getting stuck in the simulated memory. Hug, I'm still very touched when I wake up. _3. _at this time, it's time to withdraw the reward. Among the rewards, there is one that needs to be chosen, and that is the pet egg. You can choose between a charmed seal or a small white bear. Yi Yinchuan thinks, logically speaking, the charmed seal should be the evolved form of the baby seal, but it can be hatched directly from the egg of a pet. Should that be considered the first form or the second form? But speaking of it, in the real world, we have never seen such a pet beast as a charmed seal. Little white bears do exist, and they are quite rare. They are relatively common in cold areas, and they are considered very powerful pets. Hug is already at the black iron level. In theory, then, he should be able to contract a second pet beast. At that time, the second natal pet ring will be given birth to. If you are just an ordinary person, then the little white bear is definitely more than enough as your second natal pet, like in a beast riding simulation. The third evolutionary form of little white bear, Thunder Bear, at the same level, it is as powerful as a hug. You must know how incredible the hug in the simulation is, but what to say, I have a golden finger. If the second pet beast still chooses such a common thing, the situation will be small. As for hugs, they belong to entrepreneurial partners and cannot be compared with each other. As the saying goes, if I, Yi Yinchuan, have a mouthful of food, I can give you a hug and wash the dishes. Hug, Master Een. Can you leave some leftovers? _3. Choose the charm seal. Yi Yinchuan decided, there is no doubt that the charm seal is a very powerful auxiliary pet. Not only is it perfect for cuddling, but it can also find a companion for it. But this does not mean that his second pet beast will be contracted with a charm seal. After all, raising two seals is a bit repetitive. Moreover, charm seal is too auxiliary and has no advantage in 1v1 battles. There are too few main players now, so if you can, just don't consider it. The upper limit of pet beasts is also fixed. If you have a golden finger, you can become infinitely stronger. If you don't even have the heart to be a C position, then you are too unambitious. Instead, you can consider asking Su Xiao to make a contract, provided that she can accept assisting him. When the time comes, he will be the main combat force, and Su Xiao will be his support. The family will play in a team, and they will be invincible and unstoppable. Isn't the small money rolling in? And although Su Xiao is a cousin, she has been playing with her since she was a child. I have no other relatives. She is just like my biological sister. Xiao is well behaved and sensible. You don't have to worry about betrayal. Anyway, the charm seal is definitely a unique pet animal, and there is no other one in the world. It's also very good for Su Xiao. My aunt's family had been kind to me in adopting me, so giving Su Xiao a powerful pet beast was a kind of repayment. Yi Yinchuan confirmed on the panel. On the beast scroll, after a burst of brilliance, a pink-white pet egg slowly rose. There is a heart in the middle of the eggshell, which is very beautiful. Yi Yinchuan took the egg and could hear the heartbeat inside. This charm seal's egg is more expensive than the little white bear's egg just for selling it. You are right to choose this one. Saw this charming seal pet egg, Hui's eyes widened and his breathing became heavy. Yi Yinchuan took a look and couldn't help cursing in his heart. Beast. What do you want to do? She is still just an egg. The preservation of this pet egg is a problem. It could be stored in the school resource management department, but the egg is too conspicuous, so it would be more appropriate to buy a pet animal egg incubator and put it at home. But the cheapest bronze-level insulated box starts at 5,000. Yi Yinchuan now has nothing in his hand, but with Huaqiu's current strength, he will just pick up money from a sack when he goes to school. If you win 10,000 yuan, the money is forced on you. I casually put the charm seal's egg in the closet, wrapped it in a quilt, and disposed of it temporarily. Take care of the eggs here. Yi Yinchuan ignored the hug and let it activate the rewarded talents and skills. The other side, from the scroll of the royal beast, a brilliant crystal stone was extracted. This crystal is aqua blue with a little pink in it, and you can vaguely see heart-shaped lines. It is the crystal stone of love. In a beast control simulation, it is the product of the dedication of one hidden talent, love, and the energy blessing of crystal stones. Now it is distributed as a reward. I believe the effect will be similar, as expected, perhaps because it is a product of a beast-eating scroll. If you focus on it, a panel and introduction will appear. Simply put, the effect of this crystal stone of love is similar to that in the beast control simulation, but it combined two pet beasts, allowing them to obtain the dedication of love talent at the same time. When both parties are present at the same time, all attributes will be improved. Once one party dies, the attribute improvement effect is strengthened and takes effect permanently. The deeper the relationship between two pet beasts, the more powerful the effect. Yi Yinchuan played with this crystal stone of love and found it very interesting. This thing is so special that he may not be able to find it in reality. As for binding, Yi Yinchuan was the first to think of it. Just a hug in the charm seal's egg. There is no other way. In order to become stronger, I can only let the old cow eat young grass for once. Hug, come on, be happy. Come on, open your mouth. Yi Yinchuan opened the big mouth of the hug and stuffed the crystal stone of love directly into it. Hug, Master Yin, are you sure it's bound like this? Just outrageous. Omega, Yi Yinchuan fiddled with the panel. Among the rewards was a seal blood purification, which showed that it was activated. Although no big changes can be seen, Yi Yinchuan knows that the purer the blood of a pet beast, the better. Not only do you have a lot of chances to awaken talents and comprehend skills. When meeting people of the same race, high blood purity means an invisible coercion that can suppress members of the same race with low blood purity. Even if the blood purity reaches a certain level, or the race is very powerful, it can directly suppress various enemies. This is called bloodline suppression. The Pressure of the Dragon Clan is a typical example. There is even a professional term called dragon power, though thinking about it, no matter how pure the bloodline of the seals is, it is of no use, but it is no better than the purest one. A higher one is always better than a lower one. At this time, Yi Yinchuan looked at one of his rewards and couldn't help but feel a little lost. Baby seal evolutionary tree. The third form. Looking at this evolution plan, Yi Yinchuan felt a little nervous. This time, it's a real evolutionary tree, because this plan actually includes the first and second evolution of the baby seal, and all the branches in it. To know, what Yi Yinchuan got before was just the evolution route of the tail seal. If you pick any one at random, it is a hidden route, and it is already worth a fortune. This one is a super gift package. It's not just tail seals, power seal, fast seal, big seal, charm seal. As long as it is the evolutionary form of the baby seal, all possible evolutionary branches within the silver level are already there. This value is no longer priceless, but immeasurable. There is also a charm seal egg on hand. When the time comes, according to the plan in the evolution tree, it will evolve into a tearful beauty seal or a beauty seal, which will be the best aid for hugging. The last one, Yi Yinchuan has not yet confirmed or withdrawn the reward, that is, a piece of the ancestral gene of the seal clan. Yi Yinchuan selected extraction. I saw something similar to DNA appearing in the beast control scroll. If you stare carefully, you can vaguely see various seals. Yi Yinchuan viewed the panel description of this object. Seal ancestor gene. 5.29, based on reader feedback, the layout has been optimized. Chapter 36 Gene Fragment of the Ancestral Seal. Extra Evolution Times. Baobao has become an ancient. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Seal ancestral gene. After activating the fragment, gain one additional evolution. Different evolutionary forms can be freely switched and compatible. A simple description, but Yi Yinchuan fell into deep thought. Additional evolutions. What does that mean? Could it be? Yi Yinchuan's heart skipped a beat. Got a bold idea. Pet beasts can only choose one direction to evolve. Evolution is irreversible. It is an iron rule in the world of animal control, but there is also a special situation. Some pet animals, while evolving, there is a very small probability, it has the characteristics of two different forms at the same time. For example, a little fire monkey, the evolutionary direction includes the big fire monkey and the big palm monkey, but when it evolved into a big fire monkey, but there is a characteristic that the palm becomes larger, even awakens some of the big palm monkey's innate skills. So, do you have this seal ancestral gene? The baby can evolve twice. Evolve the scale-tailed seal first to gain excellent defense, evolve other branches, gain the ability to take other forms. For example, scorpion-tailed seal venom, the water blade seal's water control, the hard shell and strong hitting ability of the hammer seal. Damn it! Yi Yinchuan was originally a little regretful. I have mastered so many hidden evolutionary routes, but it can only evolve one way. But with this seal ancestor gene, not a problem anymore. I want them all. Yi Yinchuan's excited heart trembled slightly. Can't wait, it's time to buff hug. Look at the hug again. Talents and skills rewarded by beast control simulation, all have been activated. Hug, come here. Yi Yinchuan hooked his hands, only to find Huohui huddled there. It looks like he wants to hide something, furtive, a guilty conscience. What a big deal. Yi Yinchuan turned the hug around. I saw it looked aggrieved. Place both hands in front of your belly. Snort. Just your little thoughts. How dare you hide it in front of your father? I'd like to see, what bad intentions can you have, little seal? Let go. Yi Yinchuan grabbed the hugging hand. Look at its belly going down, it's about the position of a human's lower abdomen. Yi Yinchuan was stunned, then burst out laughing. Ha 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 ha. What is this? Hug, why is there an extra love here? My mother is dead. Hug, Master Een, I don't know either. Ahem. Yi Yinchuan regained his composure, observed carefully, he even buttoned it with his hands. I'm sure it wasn't a little naughty tattoo, so, where did this thing come from? Oh. Yi Yinchuan suddenly remembered, didn't Baobao just eat the crystal stone of love? It seems to have been absorbed perfectly. Take a closer look. Level of cuddling. Sure enough, he changed from the first level of black iron to the second level of black iron. It looks like there's only one level, but it escalates when you open your mouth. This speed, in fact, it's faster than taking the elevator. But, this place of love, why does it seem more and more wrong? Lower abdominal position, love again, what the hell, shouldn't it be some kind of pattern exclusive to succubi? Yi Yinchuan looked at Hug. Get weird. Hug, two hands uneasily covering the love. Lord, the hug is so dirty. Yi Yinchuan patted its head. It's okay, bro. That's okay, I promise I won't laugh at you. Your position, if you pay attention in the future, no one will see it. Maybe it will please the little leopard mother and her sisters even more. A little seal with love on its body, how cute is that? Hug, really? How could I lie to you? I am the best master in the world. The beast masters outside are the bad guys. They will only laugh at you and look down on you. Unlike me, no matter what you become, I will always love you, do you know? Once you know, work hard and let's make a name for ourselves in the beast-controlling world together. Hug, I suspect you are KFC me. Forget it, what the host said makes sense. Master, can we stop laughing? After getting used to hugging, my belly suddenly felt like a loving heart. Yi Yinchuan put his hand on Baobao's head. It doesn't have to be this way, it just feels more ritualistic. The animal control scroll unfolds, seal ancestral gene fragment, slowly flying out in the light. Finally it fell to Hug Huo. All of a sudden, Hugo's eyes widened. The dog is so angry, looks dull. Open your mouth slowly, looking stupid. The urge to pull at its mustache, Yi Yinchuan forced himself to hold back. At this moment, our hugs, I fell into a sudden feeling of inspiration. In its small head, it seems to have experienced countless changes in the ages, the Big Bang, the vast sea of stars, the age of dragons, falling meteorites, the Ice Age. There are countless seal figures that are both familiar and unfamiliar to it. Across time and space, it flashed before its eyes like a revolving door, a very special gene. Full of ancient atmosphere, integrated into its bloodline. Hug the feeling, every cell in my body is cheering, as if, here's to some kind of great resurgence. Yi Yinchuan's eyes also became solemn, because he can feel it, the demeanor and aura behind the hug, completely different, it turns out, a little more majestic and domineering, the inviolable kind. Wait for the light from the hug to disappear. The look in Yi Yinchuan's eyes seemed strange. What a fuck. Yi Yinchuan greeted him with a slap in the face. Hug, wake me up. You won't let anyone take your body away, will you? Yi Yinchuan's shot, the obscene temperament of hugging is back. The beard moved. Cheap swish. _3. Remember, your brother will always be your father. Even if you become a mythical beast, you will always be my little seal, the kind that I can knead as I please. Hug, of course, Lord Silver. A hug will always be your baby. You should also always love hugs. You can't just ignore someone when you have a new love. Well, that's pretty much it. The lecture is completed. Yi Yinchuan was very satisfied. Like a hug for this mean swishing little seal, it just requires regular training. A hug, this ancestral seal gene is really amazing. When looking at the hug panel again, Yi Yinchuan couldn't believe it. His heart was beating wildly, my whole body was sweating slightly, that feeling, simply, indescribable. What surprised him the most and pleased him the most, it's the cuddly pet type. There is one more label, 2 words, ancient times. 2 simple words, significant. A hug that absorbed the genes of the ancestor seal, it turns out, became an ancient creature. Let's not talk about anything else, at least Yi Yinchuan's first talent, ancient memories, it can come in handy. What is the concept of increasing all attributes by 10%? Sounds like nothing. Wrong. Big mistake. This talent, this is not temporary reinforcement, but a permanent increase. It means that the opponent can be beaten originally, can be defeated easily, even crush it directly. After all, the advantage of one aspect may determine the outcome, 10% of all aspects, that's no joke. Otherwise, this talent, it will no longer be classified as S-class. Look at the hug panel again, there are other changes. Chapter 37 An almost perverted panel. No matter how deep this guy hides, can he have an SS level towel? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Tail Seal Diamond Suit, Level, Black Iron Level 3, Attribute, Normal, Ground, Water, Ancient, Character, Good to eat and lazy to cook, Qualifications, Strength D, Body D, Speed D, Thought E, Endurance D-, Talent, Fat Physique. Rui Tail. Water Affinity. Tail of Dragon's Fury. The power of the bear, the pet gains the power of 2 bears. Cold Affinity, reduces injuries from ice-type attacks, and will not be negatively affected in cold environments and even become stronger. Ancient Creatures. Creatures with ancient bloodline have certain resistance to special attacks such as elements, illusions, and telekinesis. Ancestral Seal, a seal with the blood of the ancestor is the king of the seal clan and can suppress or increase the strength of the nearby seal clan. Primary Shock, mastered the technique of power shock, ignoring part of the defense of the scale carapace, causing damage. Devotion of Love, not activated. Skill. Steel Tail, familiar. Whip, familiar. 10 slaps in a row. Familiar. Sweeping Collision, familiar. Water Storage, familiar. Evolution Route, Baby Seal, Tail Seal. Look at the panels as the hug gets longer and longer. Yi Yinchuan fell into deep thought. Good guy. This is the second form and has 10 talents. If you tell me this, no one will believe it. But it's worth mentioning, all hug skills have reached the familiarity level. This is outrageous. You must know that Yi Yinchuan is only a freshman in high school. How can normal students of the same grade have so much time to accumulate and raise the skill level of their pet beasts to a very high level? Moreover, even if there are some who defy nature, Liver Emperor, Perseverance Emperor, etc. It would be nice to have a skill that is familiar with the level. Hugging is a complete skill. In one word, outrageous. Anyway, the qualifications for hugging have also been raised to a higher level. It used to be in F position, but now it goes directly into D position. The effect of this ancestral seal gene is comparable to evolution. The higher the qualification, the stronger the ability in all aspects of hugging, and the greater the attribute bonus of ancient memory. This wave is so profitable. Ahem, hide what needs to be hidden to avoid being caught and sliced into pieces by the bad guys. Hug, you say yes. Yi Yinchuan tugged at Hui's beard, it bounced back, making the fat meat on his mouth tremble. Cool. Just now, in order not to disturb the hug, I absorbed the gene of the ancestor seal, but I was holding myself back. I have to commit this bitch. Hug, oh, Omega, looking at the hug again, it looks like a dead pig is not afraid of pain and is shameless. Hey Chiochio's dog eyes look at you, so cute and cute, so cute. The excitement of confirming the reward has passed, only then did Yi Yinchuan realize that he was really weak. I didn't sleep that night, and my mood was ups and downs. Who can stand it? There's only 1 hour left before school, so take a quick nap, wake up and think about other things, hug me and cover me with the quilt. Oh, by the way, please turn off the light for me again. Thank you. _3. Hua Hua scratched his butt, raised his tail, and covered Yi Yinchuan with the quilt. The tail of the whip flicked, snapped. The lights went off. The whole process was very smooth. Then, he hugged me and crawled into bed. Sleeping with your master Een, that's what a hug should do. Yi Yinchuan hugged her and quickly fell asleep. The feeling of staying up late and feeling like you are about to die suddenly, your whole body feels like lead, and then you fall asleep, just like when you are about to die of thirst in the desert. A large glass of water is really refreshing and fascinating. 1 hour, Yi Yinchuan felt as if he had only blinked for a minute, but also as if a whole century had passed. What he saw when he opened his eyes was his cousin Su Xiaoxiao's cute and round face. Brother, what time did you go to bed? Su Xiaoxiao was a little concerned. her short eyebrows slightly wrinkled and untouched. I can't even wake up. There's still a game. Yi Yinchuan looked at Su Xiaoxiao and grinned. Go to bed early, the game will be fine. I didn't go to bed until 6 in the morning, which was quite early. Su Xiaoxiao nodded obediently, seeing that Yi Yinchuan was extremely weak, with dark circles under his eyes and pale lips. He wanted to say something but held it back. After having a warm breakfast, Yi Yinchuan became more awake and took the bus to school with Su Xiaoxiao, Beast Control No. 3 Middle School, in the junior battlefield. Each class arrived one after another, because of his previous performance. Many people in the class have noticed Yi Yinchuan. Why does Hug seem to have grown just a little bit bigger? Yi Yinchuan, you can't even hide your level. Everyone is bronze, so what's there to hide? Hey, could it be that you won 2 games and went out to have fun all night yesterday? Why are you acting like this? That it's nothing more than paying attention to Yi Yinchuan's state after staying up late and hugging him to gain weight. These 2 things. Yu is wearing formal clothes today. She paid attention to Yi Yinchuan. What on earth was this kid doing last night? A lovely student like myself, shouldn't he be the kind of person who, looking at a good student, smokes and drinks in private? That's hard to do. There is another teacher who pays attention to Yi Yinchuan, and that is Ma Wenkai from the Resource Management Department. He looked at Yi Yinchuan and Hua Hui, as if he was thinking about something. I just bought an evolution machine yesterday, and today there is more information hidden on the panel. Could it be, did he really evolve successfully? There are also talents and skills that can change the appearance, but, this is just his guess. As a teacher, it is impossible for him to pry into students' privacy. It can only be said that he is very optimistic about this Yi Yinchuan and will pay more attention to it. Regardless, the venue is set. This way, the host teacher started drawing lots. The challenge this time is Class 1, Lu Xiaoyun. Classmate Lu Xiaoyun, please choose the opponent you want to challenge. Lu Xiaoyun is a little fat man. There was shrewdness in his slightly narrowed eyes. His eyes swept over those opponents who were still surviving. Chen Shuer, her pet beast is an ice crystal flower, and the attack of the ice element will make her slime very uncomfortable. Pass. Su Mu. Choose me, choose me. That when his eyes fell on Su Mu was so excited that if it wasn't for maintaining his own image, he would have shouted out, "Hee, the legendary SS-level talent, and the pet beast is a little white tiger, so there is no need to be stubborn." Lu Xiaoyun's gaze paused briefly. Keep moving, Yi Yinchuan. Well, the pet beast is a mutated baby seal. Seemed to have some kidney deficiency. Looks like a good opponent, but Sun Huowang's past experience gave Lu Xiaoyun an intuition that he must not choose this guy. It always feels like it's not as simple as it seems. It's an illusion, it's a disguise. Seeing Lu Xiaoyun look away, Yi Yinchuan was as disappointed as Su Mu. Hateful. 10,000 yuan. Just slipped away. At last, Lu Xiaoyun chose Li Ziming as his opponent. As for why, Yunying and Ma Xuanzi were not chosen. First of all, they are both girls, and maybe they can develop in the future. Secondly, Class 2 is now the dominant family. If you represent Class 1 and fight against Class 3, you will really lose to Class 2, no matter what. I have to fight for the second class to bring back some momentum for the first class. Moreover, those 2 girls in Class 3 are not easy to mess with either. In comparison, Li Ziming's little steel dragon is the one he is confident to bully. Leave it to me, I won't embarrass Class 2. Li Ziming came on stage with a serious look on his face, but as soon as the fight started, he discovered how shameless the opponent's slime was. The attack of his little steel dragon is already weak. Slime's physical resistance is no joke. Even if he activates his talent and the power of shock, it will only make the slime slow down, making it difficult to damage its roots. Yi Yinchuan also noticed that this was only a 5th-level bronze slime. In my impression before time travel, low-level slimes were very weak creatures. I just didn't expect that in the world of beast control. Slime is a relatively rare pet beast that is very resistant to physical attacks, but slime also has a weakness, which is attribute attacks, not to mention ice and thunder. The common fire attribute is the nemesis of slimes. If Lu Xiaoyun's slime was basically useless against the little fire monkey, his ability to fight to this point is not only due to his strength, But also due to luck, at last, Liu Xiaoyan's slime used his body to wrap around the little steel dragon, blocking the opponent's breathing. Let the little steel dragon suffocate and faint. From the perspective of level and rarity, there is no doubt that the little steel dragon is the winner, but, the little steel dragon was restrained. Because of the slime's attack method and its excellent defense, it is completely useless. It's a pity that the little steel dragon is not a pure metal life, otherwise it would be a draw no matter how bad it is. Hu Huanjing sighed. At this time, Liu Xiaoyan's victory over Li Ziming was like a brave man defeating a dragon, and was cheered by the audience. Of course, the second shift is not included. Well done. Xiaoyun, this is what you want. Kill the majesty of Class 2. So handsome. Keep going. Keep going. Beat the second class. It can be said, Liu Xiaoyun defeated Li Ziming without any effort. This made Class 1 and Class 3, who had been suppressed and beaten, very relieved. If this trend continues, 1 class and 3 classes may not have a chance to make a comeback. The expressions on Class 2's face were not so good, especially a certain classmate named Chen, whose expression looked like he had eaten a fly. If this was overturned, he would really cry in public. Li Ziming was also very depressed. Why was he always being challenged beyond his level? It was a narrow victory last time, but it finally overturned this time. When he loses, all the enemies on the field cheer. Isn't that uncomfortable? I'm sorry for embarrassing Class 2. Li Ziming was crying. He took it back too fast. Su Mu stopped talking. He deeply sympathized with Li Ziming's experience, but he was also too aggrieved to say anything. He wants to play. Even if he loses, let him fight vigorously. Certainly. Forget about Li Ziming's losing method. When I come on stage, I'll help you tear his slime apart. After holding it in for a long time, Su Mu said this. It was a way to comfort Li Ziming and show his determination to play. Aren't you afraid of a bye? Li Ziming's resentful words were like a knife stabbing his heart. What bad luck. Su Mu's eyes also became resentful. No way. I'm really that unlucky. Soon, the host teacher announced the draw for the next round. Challenger. Class 1, Liu Xiaoyun. Hearing this result, the whole audience was in an uproar. They drew the same person in a row. When the host teacher asked about Liu Xiaoyun's condition, the little fat man was very proud and flicked his bangs with his hand. Teacher, no problem at all. The subtext of this sentence seemed to be saying that he had just defeated Li Ziming from Class 2, it was really easy. At this moment, Liu Xiaoyun completely became the focus of the audience. He was a little excited in his heart. This time, he will challenge Class 2 again. If he can win again, then he will be the most handsome guy in the audience today. A new legend will be born today. Chen Shuer didn't even have to think about it. Liu Xiaoyun's choice can only be between Yi Yinchuan and Su Mu. Seeing Su Mu's eyes burning with war, Liu Xiaoyun's heart skipped a beat. SS-level talent, little white tiger, the chosen one. Looking at Yi Yinchuan, he looked weak, and he didn't even watch the game, sitting there and taking a nap. That little seal, he also looks fat, pure and harmless. On one side is a ruthless person that can be seen, on the other side, I just feel something is wrong. How to choose? Liu Xiaoyun thought about it. His eyes wandered between the two. I want to challenge Yi Yinchuan. No matter how deep this kid hides, can he be as abnormal as his SS-level talent? Liu Xiaoyun decided to follow his heart. Optimized layout on 6.10. Chapter 38, Am I a Dragon? There's something wrong with that kid, don't send him off. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I thought you wouldn't choose me. Hearing the shouts around him, Yi Yinchuan opened his eyes with difficulty. Just now he squinted comfortably, the feeling of sleeping in class, who understands? Although a little dazed, he thought of 10,000 yuan. Yi Yinchuan still forced himself to be energetic, patted Baobao's fat buttocks, and made a wave. _3. Baobao picked up money. Standing on the battlefield, Yi Yinchuan couldn't help yawning. Some teachers present couldn't help frowning. There were worries and contempt. This young man's character is not good. He was fine yesterday. He won a few games and became arrogant. They have seen a lot of such situations. After all, for some civilian students who have just entered the beast control class, 10,000 yuan is already a huge sum of money. Easily obtained wealth can easily make people swell. Some can adjust, some can't adjust, so they are useless. Just what they didn't know was that in addition to taking his family out for a good meal, Yi Yinchuan had invested all the money he won in Baobao. Last night staying up late was not for fun, rather, he was working hard to improve his strength. Listening to the discussions of the teachers around him, Ma Wen shook his head. He totally disagreed with this speculation. Because he knew best where Yi Yinchuan's money went, he personally delivered the big-tailed shrimp meat and the evolution machine. Before the battle began, Yi Yinchuan whispered in Baobao's ear, "Take it easy, don't break up the human slime." "Baobao, I know, master." Indeed, Lu Xiaoyan's slime can restrain physical attacks. Before Baobao, he might not be able to do anything with it, but now it's different. Baobao has evolved into a tail seal. With the gene of the ancestral seal, his qualifications have been improved by 2 levels, his level is even the 3rd level of black iron. The improvement of talent skills can be ignored, these alone are absolutely crushing, but Lu Xiaoyan doesn't know. At this time on the field, Class 2 is cheering for Yi Yinchuan, but they are all a little unsure. Baobao is a physical attack method, so it's okay to be restrained. Yi Yinchuan is too weak. You know, the Beastmaster will affect the battle of the pet, and it is very big. On the one hand, it is command, and on the other hand, it is the spiritual level, the soul contract between the Beastmaster and the pet. The soul strength of the Beastmaster affects the talent of the pet. For example, the power of the bear, Yi Yinchuan's soul strength is 2, and Baobao can get the power of 2 bears. If the spirit is very weak, then this strength will also be affected. Don't look at the battle, it is mainly the pet that is fighting, but in fact, the Beastmaster is really important. By the way, Baobao reached the black iron level and began to feed back Yi Yinchuan's soul. About a week or so, Yi Yinchuan's soul strength will continue to increase. At that time, then you can contract a second pet and breed a second natal ring. This is a later story. Class 2 is cheering for Yi Yinchuan. Class 1 and Class 3 are cheering for Lu Xiaoyan, and it is obvious that the latter is more powerful. Lu Xiaoyan is very excited. He completely threw away the vague feeling of uneasiness. Hu Huanjing did not analyze it, because in his opinion, Yi Yinchuan is in danger. Don't want to say discouraging words. Go on, Xiao Shi, and defeat Class 2 again. Lu Xiaoyan shouted. You are invincible in the face of physical attacks. Yi Yinchuan also said weakly. Go on, Baobao. Get it done quickly. Baobao heard what Yi Yinchuan said. The CPU almost burned out. It seems that the master is really not awake. Just now he said to hold back, and now he said to get it done quickly. Whoa. I don't care anymore. Baobao pounced on the battlefield and swung his tail at the slime. Lu Xiaoyan's mouth curled up slightly. Useless. I saw that Baobao didn't use any skills in this tale, but there was a loud bang, and his slime was smashed into pieces like a firework. Like rain, it fell all over the ground with a clatter. The small and broken bodies slowly approached each other, trying to merge together again. At this time, the whole audience was silent. There was a girl, and the hairpin in her hand fell to the ground, lightly, but everyone heard it. It was so quiet. After 3 breaths, the whole audience burst into a sensation. Fuck. Did I see it wrong just now? Am I not awake or is he not awake? It fell apart with 1 hit. What kind of fight is this? Slime, is it so fragile? What kind of skill is this, so perverted? Baobao was also confused. Oh no, oh my god, that I accidentally used too much force. It turned its head guiltily and looked at Yi Yinchuan. Yi Yinchuan's expression was very subtle, and his inner thoughts were all in it. First, hug you, my rebellious son. I told you not to break up the slime, but you broke it up right away. You should at least act it out. Then, forget it, I've already beaten you. It's not your fault, Dad should have practiced with you first. Finally, there's no other way, I'll act it out. Let's see if I can fool you. Wow. Baobao, you are so awesome. Well done, it's worth our special training for a whole night. Yi Yinchuan was extremely excited, although he was pretending. That classmate, are you still going to fight? He said. looking at Lu Xiaoyun with expectation. This was also pretending. Baobao stood on his 2 feet, staring at the other party with dark eyes, swinging his strong and powerful tail. It seems harmless, but it actually feels oppressive. I'm still going to fight. Lu Xiaoyun hadn't recovered yet. Still fighting, right? Baobao, do it, Yi Yinchuan said. Baobao slapped his tail and shattered a group of split bodies of the slime directly. This time, the fragments were all turned into powder. It really couldn't move, dead. Lu Xiaoyun was anxious. Can you wait for someone to finish talking? I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight. Big brother, please stop. This guy was beaten up as soon as he came up. Even if it is a slime, it can't recover. And, although the part just now was only a small lump, but, it is really dead. Did you hear it, teacher? He surrendered. Yi Yinchuan greeted the host teacher and went down with Baobao in his arms, the expressionless one, too sleepy. The disguise just now is tiring enough. Let's finish it quickly. Lu Xiaoyun was crying and collecting the slimes on the field bit by bit. It's like playing with plasticine. The big ones can stick the small ones together, and then knead them in. Child, use this. I'll help you. The host teacher got a sweeper from somewhere, patted Lu Xiaoyun on the shoulder, killed instantly with one move, plus the psychological gap. This blow is a bit big. Yi Yinchuan, what did you do last night? Is Baobao taking drugs? This is too fierce. The students in class 2 surrounded Yi Yinchuan. I bought some ingredients, a set of training machines, and trained with Baobao for a whole night. Yi Yinchuan could only play dumb. I don't know why, that was so powerful. Look at it now, it's so weak. As he said that, Yi Yinchuan pinched Baobao. This guy immediately rolled his eyes, limp, stuck out his tongue, and drooled. He looked half dead, but he didn't forget to protect his balls and the little heart with his tail. Really? Can it be like this? What ingredients? Curled like this? The classmates were amazed. Some believed it, some didn't. It may be a hidden talent, or a last gasp. Hu Huanjing adjusted his glasses. The beast control panel is not omnipotent. Some pets may have undetectable talents, or they may be awakening and not be detected. As he said that, he took a deep look at Yi Yinchuan and took the initiative to hide his talents on the panel. The possibility of playing the pig to eat the tiger is definitely not zero. But after all, they are classmates. First, don't spy, and second, don't reveal. Instead, you should help cover up. Thinking of this, Hu Huanjing gave Yi Yinchuan a look. Brother, I understand, don't worry. But the information conveyed by this look may be a little biased in Ye's eyes. After all, this little seal is very special. Let's talk about the last breath. Generally, when it is near death, it will show a better state. But it is not necessarily near death. Overconsumption and overwork can also trigger it. Let's take the simplest example. Sometimes we stay up all night, and in the morning, we will be very energetic. Later, we will be exhausted. This is a biological phenomenon. Both people and pets have it. If it is the latter, Brother Yinchuan, you have to pay attention. Analyzed here, the classmate suddenly realized that it was like this. After listening to Hu Huanjing's analysis, I felt itchy in my head, as if I was going to grow a brain. Well, the analysis is quite good. Hu, you appeared at the right time. Don't stay up all night for special training next time. The last flicker of life is not a good thing. She reminded everyone earnestly not to learn it, but after she finished speaking, the look she gave Yi Yinchuan was not simple. What Hu Huanjing could think of, how could she, a platinum beast master and class teacher, not think of it? This kid must have hidden something. Including Chen Shuer, they all thought in their hearts it's okay to lie to classmates, but don't lie to yourself. Who would believe your nonsense if they were more careful? Yi Yinchuan returned to his position and let them discuss it. Cousin Su Xiaoxiao's eyes were full of stars. Brother, you are so awesome. Baobao is also amazing. At the same time, she also heard about the last breath, and she couldn't help but worry. Don't do this next time. Overdrawn, Yi Yinchuan squinted his eyes and smiled tiredly. Got it, brother will take a nap. Baobao also got into Yi Yinchuan's arms. Baobao, you acted well. I will reward you with a big shrimp at noon, the best quality. Yi Yinchuan whispered, and then slowly fell silent. On Lu Xiaoyun's side, he returned to Class 1 with a look of despair. He was the last hope of Class 1, but he was slapped. Oh, it was a tail, and it was shattered. Class 1 was in low spirits, and they couldn't say a word to comfort them. Class 3 was also in a state of grief. The brave man failed to defeat the dragon. Don't be afraid. That guy is a bit weird. Let me meet him later. Our Class 3 will win, Yuning said with her hands on her hips, full of heroism and confidence. Lu Xiaoyun heard the movement from Class 3 and hesitated to speak. That kid is not right, don't send him off. But if that's the case, how can he, a member of Class 1, tell Class 3? Destroy his own ambition and make the enemy more powerful. However, if it was Yuning from a fighting family, he might not lose to Yi Yinchuan. Lu Xiaoyun began to reflect on whether he was traumatized by the beating. Chapter 39. Two beauties versus each other. Chasing the stars and howling the sun. The beauty coughs. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Su Mu was sweating all over. He was a little restless. There were only 2 opponents left. He didn't have many chances. He couldn't have a bye. I am a SS level talent, the chosen one. Is it going to be useless? When he thought of this, Su Mu stared at Yi Yinchuan with a pair of tiger eyes. People are so annoying. Yi Yinchuan has already played 3 games, he didn't even have a chance to play. Wait a minute, Su Mu suddenly thought of something. He muttered in his mouth, what enlightenment, what pig, what tiger. The host teacher controlled the rhythm. The next challenger. Class 2, Chen Shuer. As soon as these words came out, the eyes of the audience lit up. The next battle, it must be a contest between beauties. Because Chen Shuer can choose opponents, there are only 2 people from Class 3 left, Yuning, and Ma Xuanzi. Who will she choose? There is no doubt, Yuning's performance is better than Ma Xuanzi's. Her little gun fox is a special pet of the family, with fighting skills. It is not comparable to the little dog. Is it a more worthy opponent? Or a more stable victory? Chen Shuer's eyes fell on Yuning. Sure enough, I really want to experience it. Yuning felt Chen Shuer's gaze. She stared back immediately, not at all empty. The remaining 3 in Class 2, in Yuning's eyes, they are all worth a fight. Moreover, she never thought she would lose. If she thought about losing before the fight started, how could she win? The 2 exchanged glances. One was cold, the other was warm. In the end, Chen Shuer chose her. The 2 touched the pet ring, summoned their pets. The ice crystal flower came out. The chill was overwhelming. Ice, superpower, flying. It gives people a feeling of looking up. It does not oppress you in itself, but the oppression is there. Coupled with Chen Shuer's cool and gentle temperament. One person, one pet, attracted everyone's attention. Yuning's side, it was not much behind, although there was no cool special effect like the ice crystal flower, but Yuning and the little gun fox stood there. The fighting spirit in their eyes was high, as sharp as the tip of a gun. The invisible aura of the fighter was also breathtaking. At this time, many people had taken out their mobile phones to take pictures. 2 beauties in opposition. Any random picture is amazing enough. It is beautiful enough to be used as a wallpaper and beautiful enough to be collected. The battle began. At the beginning, both sides were tentatively fighting, although nothing can be seen, but every confrontation touched the hearts of the audience. Yi Yinchuan, zzzzz. But after a few rounds, there was obviously a problem with the little gun fox. The coldness of the ice crystal flower was overwhelming. It would continuously lower the temperature around, especially when fighting with the ice crystal flower. The body temperature of the little gun fox was rapidly declining. The fur was covered with white frost. The ground was slippery due to the cold. You are really powerful. I can't deal with you without some real skills. Yuning followed the battle closely. Ari, use high-speed movement. Grab. As soon as these words came out, Chen Shuer's eyes became serious. High-speed movement. Grab? Instead of fighting skills? Did the other party look down on her? Chen Shuer snorted coldly. The voice was so small that it was almost inaudible. She was just dissatisfied with being looked down upon. Jing Jing. Mind energy acceleration. Impact. Chen Shuer directly combined skills, the two pets collided head-on, the little gun fox's grab hit the ice crystal flower, leaving a few scratches, but the frost condensed, the scratches disappeared in the blink of an eye, and the impact of the ice crystal flower's mind energy acceleration, the power is comparable to that of a cannonball. Directly knocked the little gun fox back, two whimpering sounds, the little gun fox jumped up immediately, bared its teeth at the ice crystal flower. Why don't you use fighting skills? Chen Shuer was a little unhappy, but her voice was still calm and gentle. This is the rule of the fighting family. When facing opponents who are not from the fighting family, you cannot use fighting skills easily, otherwise it will be too bullying. If you don't use fighting skills, it would be me who is too bullying. Chen Shuer said. Yuning nodded. You are right. You are not an ordinary opponent. So, I will use fighting skills next. Take it. Ali. Break the clouds. Break the mountains. Yuning gave an order, the little gun fox raised its tail and stabbed like a gun. It's useless. Chen Shuer was very calm, she understood, Yunying's little gun fox fighting skills. If it was just like this, it would be difficult to work on her ice crystal flower. I saw the ice crystal flower fly directly high, it opened up the distance with the opponent, little gun fox's cloud breaking could only fail, cloud breaking failed, the broken mountain behind it would not exist, there was an uproar on the field, as expected. Chen Shuer's ice crystal flower was too buggy, even if little gun fox used his fighting skills, there was no way at all. Yunying's expression was serious and he spoke less. The first level. Gun intention, stop the wind. The words have not yet fallen, the little gun fox's tail started to move, there is a current of air, gradually they gather and become visible to the naked eye. Whoosh. The little gun fox moved, the speed turned out to be much faster, this is an improvement based on high-speed movement. Star chase. Yunying gave a low drink, his white hand seemed to be clenching a gun, stab forward, the little gun fox's speed suddenly exploded, turned into a red afterimage, stab towards the ice crystal flower in midair. Get away. Chen Shuer's pupils swelled slightly. Feel threatened by this move. It's over. Xiaori. Yuning swept away her empty hand, kill the little gun fox in front of the ice crystal flower, a sweep of the tail, a vague fan shape is visible to the naked eye, bang. A solid hit, the ice crystal flower flew sideways and upside down, like a meteor falling to the ground, the little gun fox followed closely, one tail thrust out, submerged into the body of the ice crystal flower, target, it is the crystal nucleus of the ice crystal flower. Don't want. Chen Shuer's voice was no longer calm, seeing the little gun fox stopped, she lost her composure and said. I lost. The fighting family is really powerful. Yunying proudly put her hands on her hips. If you can let me use Exorcist Star Roaring Sun, you are better than the one named Zhao. Chen Shuer couldn't laugh or cry, stronger. Is this a compliment? Her expression quickly calmed down, if you lose, nothing to lose, although my talent element grace has not been used yet, but a real life and death battle, the other party won't just stand there stupidly, let you lose all your skills one by one, not to mention, Yunying's twin phantoms were of no use either, can only say, my own strength is not enough. You idiots! Why are you standing still? Cheer for me. Yunying looked at the stunned classmates from Class 3, I couldn't help but stamp my feet, only then did Class 3 get into a carnival mood. Yunying's eyes fell on Yi Yinchuan, just wait, from Class 2, I will defeat you one by one. Su Mu, why don't you look at me? Chen Shuer returned to Class 2 calmly, the classmates didn't say much, Yunying is indeed too strong, Chen Shuer will not be frustrated by this, at this time, saying too many words of encouragement will make you embarrassed. Ding! Your account has been credited, 10,000 yuan. Yi heard this voice, finally woke up, yawning, look at the balance on your account. Yi Yinchuan stretched his waist, the feeling of being woken up by the voice prompt of account arrival. Don't tell me, it's really good. What, Chen Shuer lost? Yi Yinchuan didn't know until he heard the discussions around him, so to say, Class 2 and Class 3, it's 2v2, this is a direction that Yi Yinchuan did not expect, he looked at Su Mu, the eyes are a little weird, Shihu, can you do it? Why did we fight for 2 days and 2 nights? You didn't even bring it to the field. Is it said that the SS level talent is the only one chosen by heaven? Never mind, it doesn't matter, it would be better if Sumu didn't play, I can still pick up some more money. 2 Beautiful girls, don't blame me for being so cruel. At this time, Yi Yinchuan had already heard someone whispering, it is the number 38 Wang Liuliu. I saw her looking around and saying in other people's ears. Chen Shuer was so powerful that she lost. That Yuning couldn't have wiped out our second class in a one-on-one fight, right? Well, that classmate Wang Liuliu, it's not that you look around and lower your voice, no one else can hear it. You are covering your ears and stealing the bell. Chen Ye's family heard this, already starting to pull my hair. If Yuning is really penetrated 3 times, then he really can't accept it. Why did God give him hope and then destroy it? At this time, Chen Ye's family put all their hopes, they all pinned their trust on Sumu and Yi Yinchuan, especially Sumu. Chen Shuer fell, he is the final ace of class 2. Yi Yinchuan at this time, he was also looking at Yuning, this thing is indeed ridiculously strong, but it doesn't matter, I will take action. If yesterday, Yi Yinchuan must lose without any suspense, he was even penetrated 3 times by Yuning, it's not impossible, but today, excuse me, I'm not targeting anyone, everyone here. 1 counts as 1. It's all my, Yi Yinchuan's, little money. At this time, draw lots again. Challenger, Class 3, Ma Xuanzi. Oh. Classmate Ma Xuanzi has already decided on a partner. That's Class 2, Yi Yinchuan. Ma Xuanzi originally looked serious, suddenly the beauty coughed, teacher, I'm really crazy. Can you please stop omitting the word challenge? Is a challenge, it's not an object, okay? Ma Xuanzi rolled his eyes inwardly, but think about it, I can't help but blush. I am single from birth. Very pure. Oh. Chapter 40. What is a flexible fat man? Who came up with this slogan? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Yi Yinchuan stood on the battlefield, look at the watery beauty in front of you, Ma Xuanzi's skin, fair and translucent, giving people an unreal feeling, her pet toothy dog, it is a canine pet characterized by its strong bite, cute though, but you know that kind of fierce cuteness. Yi Yinchuan was skeptical for a while, did she hold the wrong round dog with Zhao Mingquan? Watch and watch, Yi Yinchuan's thoughts drifted away, just caught up on some sleep, my head feels a little itchy, as if my brain has grown again, what I have to do now, the first thing, just win as many as possible, make money that the balance is 10,000 yuan, 10,000 yuan in front of me, if you defeat Yuning again, that's a huge sum of 30,000 yuan, certainly, it's not just money, and there is, by the way, fight for class 2, help that unlucky guy from Chen Ye's family to stay. Later, we also need to find ways to make more money, after all, I have no background, and breeding pet beasts is very expensive. This is the first hug, the second one from behind, the third one, Yi Yinchuan didn't even dare to think about it, astronomical figures. And, in addition to making money, you can improve yourself and cultivate pet animals, there is still one, it's about improving the lives of your family, let my aunt retire early. The second thing, just enjoy campus life, learn about beast control, especially the Ice Age and the Dragon Age, the next hug simulation may be used, the more you know, the more confident you will be. The third thing, about the evolution of cuddling, the first evolutionary form has been determined, it's the scaly-tailed seal, the last word is to survive. You need at least level 6 black iron to evolve, it is best to go to the 9th level of black iron, the foundation is stronger, it will also become stronger after evolution, hug, now black iron level 3. Still needs work, related materials, you can also get ready, at least when hugging the 9th level of black iron, you can't have nothing. Like the scales of a silver-scaled fish, this kind of stuff is usually used to make decorations and armor. Strictly speaking, it is not considered an ingredient, the school resource management department has no business selling it, hugs should be eaten as food. I don't know how much it will consume, have the opportunity, we still have to go to the market. Outside, ancestral seal gene, give Hua Hua the ability to evolve for the second time, the second evolutionary form, Yi Yinchuan planned, choose between scorpion seals and water blade seals, leave a message, I'll listen to you, enrich the attack methods of hug, after all, it only has physical output, which is a bit single easily restrained, like Liu Xiaoyan's slime, although he fell apart after being hugged and patted. But that is under the premise of crushing all aspects, if his slime evolves into a rubber slime, has black iron level strength, physical resistance will be very abnormal, not to mention beat the hug, also very disgusting leopard, like, fists hit rubber, even a boxing champion can't beat him. The fourth thing, about Su Xiao Xiao, I thought about it before, use the little grass rabbit as the medium to simulate it once, help her improve her strength as well, after all, it's about teammates, who is more trustworthy than a cousin who gets along day and night and grew up under the same roof. If there is a team action in the future, the first choice must be her. Everyone knows how cute he is. If she wants, that charmed seal egg belongs to her, by the time, can also help with hugs, they are all one family, while ensuring your own development, take it flying. And, this is what I personally promised, Yi Yinchuan never promises easily, but every word you say will come true. It's just a matter of sooner or later. Speaking of charm seals, Yi Yinchuan also remembered. The second pet beast, it's time to do some searching for yourself, come with some suggestions, the author will refer to them. The current idea is Nyo Nyo or Dashi, or one that can fly. But, it's hard to hold her now, moreover, freshmen these little kalami, all are made of bronze, before they black iron, it shouldn't be stressful to hug a child. Not urgent, Yi Yinchuan's pupils gradually focused, I found that Ma Xuanzi's face turned redder, it's all red to the root of my neck, because the skin is white, red and red, well, it's quite pretty, but what happened? It's just a battle, why are you so excited? What Yi Yinchuan didn't know was, from Ma Xuanzi's perspective, as soon as he came up, just stare at others, watch and watch, his eyes were still distracted, there was an imperceptible smile on the corner of his mouth, if only Yi Yinchuan's temperament was a little more vulgar, there is no such handsome guy who is not too obvious, Ma Xuanzi is calling the police. You idiot! This is it. Certainly, these details, pure is Ma Xuanzi's subtle observation plus brain augmentation, a little girl, a bit of a weird and cute idea, that's normal, but Yi Yinchuan knew, he will definitely cry out that he is wronged, beauty, even though you are a beauty, but you are underage. And, I really just took a look at your youth and beauty, yeah, just for appreciation, as for the smile, comrade police, you have to believe me, I just think of happy things. Come on, Yaya. Ma Xuanzi said with a shy face. Are your teeth healthy, white and strong? Yi Yinchuan was stunned for a moment and blurted out. What a good name. Ahem, hug. Ma Xuanzi's heart, are your teeth healthy, white and strong? What a weird jingle, but, it's so smooth. So brainwashing. It's over, can't forget it. But my teeth are black dogs. Oh. Oh. It was like a breath was stuck in my chest, Ma Xuanzi's cheeks were bulging from the pain. Yangya, bite it. The little toothed dog bared its teeth and rushed towards Hug. He became calm in the hug and scratched his crotch, _3. If it was before, it's really scary, the little thing is quite vicious, now, experienced 3 simulated hugs, already a veteran, bite me if you can. Give a hug a twist, let the little toothed dog pounce on nothing, hey I can't bite. Are you angry? The little toothed dog bites again, hug and twist, bite again, twist again, hey I just can't bite. Hug and tease with tail, I must commit this bitch. At this time, the audience was dumbfounded, this little seal looks plump, as fat as a ball, how so agile. Hug perfectly explains what is called a flexible fat man, and, hugging temperament, it's originally cute but also filthy, cheap swish, twist and dodge, the fat and tail are still shaking, cute, vulgar, cheap, 3 core indicators soared, especially the latter 2, the rate of rise was as fast as Ma Xuanzi's blood pressure. Oh. So cheap. I really want to strangle it to death. But so cute. 2 conflicts combined, she was almost crazy. Many people in the audience have similar experiences. Ahem. Yi Yinchuan coughed twice, reminder to hug, don't bully the dog too much, little toothed dog, you are real dogs. Hug. Hug called out, the little toothed dog bit his tail on purpose, this bite from the little toothed dog, it's like biting into a steel plate, it hurts only myself, just look at the hugging tail, just 2 rows of tooth marks, so shallow that it's almost invisible. Forget it. All levels and qualifications are crushed, even if I want to release the water, I can't. At last, the little toothed dog was hugged and held down by its tail. He screamed twice, "Just lie down on the ground and stop moving." His voice sounded aggrieved. Mashwanzi was heartbroken. He admitted defeat and held the little toothed dog in his arms. His eyes and face were red. Those who didn't know better thought they were being bullied. Did anyone bully you? No, even if you say you're mean, you're just giving me a hug. What does it have to do with me, Yi Yinchuan? Yi Yinchuan touched the head of a certain seal. Well done, what's the point of destroying flowers for a small amount of money? Not to mention, it's also slightly spicy. 10,000 yuan, got it. Yi Yinchuan hugged him and found that he couldn't hold him, patted a certain seal. One person and one person go away, leave your butt to your opponent. Damn it. It's so abominable. How could there be such a mean beast? Xuanzi, I will definitely avenge you. Yuning bared her teeth and danced her claws. It's just that he didn't breathe fire out of his mouth, although Yi Yinchuan and Baobao didn't do anything, but it always feels like it. The girl in their 3rd class was bullied. Forget it, I'm just a little unhappy about losing. Thank you Yuning. But it's not nice to call others mean. Ma Xuanzi took a breath and adjusted his mentality. Sometimes the temperament is born from the mother, and maybe others don't want it. It's because I'm not strong enough. If I lose, I lose. I will work hard. Ma Xuanzi's eyes sparkled and he regained his strength. Ah sneeze, ye someone and a certain leopard, one stumbled and sneezed, who is scolding us? This way, Yuning nodded and held the other person's little hand. Who doesn't love a girl full of positive energy? What she just said was just angry words. Don't worry, I will defeat the Yi Yinchuan with dignity. Convince others with virtue, said. Yuning clenched her fists. Class 2 here. Yi Yinchuan won an overwhelming victory. It undoubtedly gave them a shot in the arm, especially Chen Ye's family. One mouthful at a time, he poured water for Yi Yinchuan and squeezed his shoulders. Even the hugs were taken care of. He almost didn't call me daddy. I didn't expect to fight to the end. It turns out to be Yi Yinchuan and his little seal. As for Su Mu, he stood to the end, which was different. Su Mu, then I'll leave. However, Su Mu was already thinking about it. Yuning is so strong, Yi Yinchuan should be done for, right? Of course, not hoping for his classmates to lose, but an objective analysis. Su Mu thinks, Yi Yinchuan's little seal is not simple, but Yuning is definitely a big bug. Until now, if he heard it right, Yunying's little gun fox, when fighting with Chen Shuer, she shouted one layer of gun intent. That's too much information, this chatty girl is bottomless. Maybe, this is the arrangement of fate. Su Mu has not been on the field, just to compete with the strongest enemy, the Imperial City. This side, the battle continues. Challenger. Class 3, Yuning. Target. Class 2, Yi Yinchuan. Hearing this, Zhao Huaizhen couldn't sit still. Teacher, maybe you are in a hurry, but some words can be omitted, and some words really can't. For example, the 2 words before the object, except Zhao Huaizhen, the whole audience was a little excited. Yuning, it's time to make a move again. Class 3, Class 3. Turn defeat into victory. Yuning, sweeping across the 8 directions. Class 3 shouted excitedly. Yuning is their last hope. Class 2, sure win. Seal, Class 3 will blow it up. As soon as the slogan of Class 2 came out, the momentum instantly suppressed Class 3, even, it made people want to laugh. Yi Yinchuan raised his eyebrows. Who came up with this slogan? What a talent! In the crowd, Hu Huanjing adjusted his glasses. Brother, I can only help you so far.